Hey guys, Liza Hudson from Landing Page Guys here, and welcome to another free landing page audit session. So as always, guys, I am super excited to dive into your pages. But before we actually do that, I'm just going to run through a couple of quick things. So if you are watching this in YouTube, then guys, after this video, make sure you head on over to Facebook and search for the landingpagelab.com. This is a free group that we've created. And in here, you're going to find loads of useful tips and tricks. You're going to meet all kinds of people that are sort of interested in conversion. There's some amazing discussions going on in here, guys. And we have all types of people in here. So people that are very new to the industry, you know, trying to just start their business from the more kind of experienced end. Of course, we have affiliates, we have marketers, we literally drop shippers, anything that's going on, or anyone in this industry, or if you've got a passion or interest in conversion, head on over to the Landing Page Lab. And of course, guys, if you are in the lab right now and you have not been over to our YouTube channel, then come on over, guys, because in here we are always dropping fresh content. Now, there's some very, very good stuff in here. So things like how to build your page, you know, make sure you're laying out your mobile correctly. Plus, there are lots and lots more of these kind of audits that you can go back through. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, guys, and don't forget to do the notification bell so you get that notification every time we drop new content. So for those of you that haven't been here before, what's about to happen is I have chosen 6 pages at random from the links that you guys have been dropping into the lab all week. And again, guys, thank you so much for your all the links that you guys send me. It's always an awesome response. And if you don't see your video here today, don't worry. I am going to drop a couple more videos in the coming weeks. So anyway, guys, I've opened up the 3 pages, and what I'm going to do is look at them properly for the first time today. I'm then going to go through each page. And if I'm honest, I'm going to be a little bit brutal, but I'm going to give you guys some very constructive advice that you can actually take away, implement these changes, and you will see an uplift in your conversion rate. Now, we get some crazy exciting results from these sessions. That's why I love doing this so much. Don't know if you've seen in the lab some of the feedback we get, but guys, it's easy wins and we're going to help you get them. So with me today, I have, as always, my 2 trusty tools. The first one being tools.pingdom.com. This is a free one, guys. You can go and use this yourself. It's just going to show you, it's a nice sort of page speed test, and it's very kind of simple and easy to understand, which is always good. And we also have builtwith.com. So this is just going to show me exactly what you guys are using to actually build these pages. So without further ado, let's start on the first one. Obviously, we have the cat toy. Now, actually, we've seen a few of these lately. It is a bit of a hot product, that's for sure. I know my friend purchased one as well, and her cat went insane for it. But yeah, it's definitely a good seller at the moment. So nice one there. So we have a Gem Pages Shopify, and let's just let the speed run. Okay, really good time, guys. So for Gem Pages, that's great. So really, really nice time. So nice to see. So again, for those of you that haven't been here before, what we do is we work to something called the Aida Principle. And what that is above the fold here, you're going to capture my attention. You're then going to pique my interest. You're going to create this sense of desire. And of course, give me an all-important call to action. So that's the A, the I, the D, and the A, guys. So off the get-go, on this page, first thing I'm going to say is I absolutely adore your branding. That is just super cute. Love it. So Wiggly Toys, it's really, really engaging. It's obviously quite a clean page, which is nice to see. You have some good imagery here. Again, you know, really nice. It's kind of very clear what this is. I personally like the images with the cats as well, just because it sort of shows the product instantly as a toy and a cat's engaging with it, but really nice. Again, the good points on this page are that you've got great trust seals here. So that's so nice to see. Nice that you've a way that you've presented your kind of quantities and the different types. But I can see a couple of things that we can do to help you push the needle on the conversion rate here. So the first thing is, guys, and I'm sorry, but this is just painful to see, is these social media links. So this is like the worst place you could possibly put them. This is someone's just landed on your page. You've just paid for them to land here. More to the point, why give them the opportunity to instantly bounce back off? If you have to have this on your page because it's within your store and you feel the need, bury it down in your footer, but definitely don't have this up here if you have to have it. This is great, free shipping worldwide. Again, change out the wording here, guys. Let's make this you've qualified for free shipping. So emotions always sell better, and someone feels like they've been rewarded for actually landing. And even though it's kind of all over the place, people still actually respond very well to that, which is great. Excuse me. So the other thing is, guys, your headline, which is very, very typical of what we see. And that is, you've literally described what this is. It's a wiggly dancing fish. You need to pull on the benefit. What's the benefit of this wiggly dancing fish? Well, it's that you're going to have a very happy cat on your hands. So however you choose to word that, make sure you are pulling out the benefit on your headline. And if you want to use the subheadline as this, then that's fine. Your pricing, the pricing structure is pretty similar to what we see all over the place for this product. What I would say is make sure you give the striked out price as well. So I know that they can sort of retail around it's like $32 or $35. So make sure you're showing people that there's a saving there, even if they're just purchasing the ones I've striked out price then pricing. I would ditch the word features entirely. Features are dull. Features don't sell a product. Benefits sell it. So make sure you get rid of that. And then you could potentially pop in a couple more, or you could make these larger. So, give us these benefits. Make sure the bullet points really stand out. You could potentially use green ticks to go with your call to action, and just pull on those benefits more. So it's going to be fun times for the cat. It's going to be a less stressed fat cat, and yeah, keeping them entertained so you don't have to entertain them. So there's lots of benefits, and these are nice, but just pull out on that a little bit more. Plus, love by cats and dogs. I'm not sure if fish is so much a dog toy, but I guess you guys would be the ones to know that. So, just pull out on those benefits. Your call to action is great. The color's great. Personally, I would change this to buy mine now or get mine now, something more emotive. And I would 100% pop the pointing finger emoji on this button nice and big. Guys, you are lacking completely on this section any form of social proof. So I know there's so many reviews for this product. So let's get that on the page itself. So underneath your sub headline, let's get the 4.8 or 5 stars out of 250 plus happy cat owners, again pulling on that emotive line. And also, guys, get yourself a nice testimonial above the fold and get rid of this. So as we go down, we should be going into the interest section. So I'm thinking, guys, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that you guys are pretty much just targeting mobile traffic. If you're not, then make sure you watch your padding as we go down the page. If you are, I kind of see what you're doing. What I would say is that this is a lot of text. I think you could make this a little bit easier for the sort of kind of user experience, and let's get some icons to break up this block of text. So have an icon and then your sort of 3 paragraphs icon and then your 2 paragraphs. And again, you've just pulled out the word benefits. Benefits are so important. So make sure you're bolding out these really important points, which are, perfect gift, tons of exercise, good life, fur babies. These are all real buzzwords. So make sure that the eye is being drawn to those words. Now, what you need here, guys, before we even go into this, is another section added to your page. Now, if it's on mobile only, then you'll need to make sure it fits into one scroll, which is perfectly achievable. And we see this working so well on these types of pages. So you need to do a 1, 2, 3. So 1 on this, it'd be super simple. That's going to be choose your fish. And number 2 is going to be you're going to deliver it. And number 3 is that you're going to have a very happy cat on your hands. So engage your consumer with how easy this process will be. Then as we go down, I think this is mobile only because you've got a sticky scroll to action. You're still piquing my interest. You've got some lovely imagery here. I know you've got a sticky scroll to action, call to action, but personally, I would add in some on your page as well. Just because we're scrolling for quite a long time without, any necessarily directional cues. So always give people some call to actions, and that will just help to break up the page as well. And don't forget to make sure you get the stars underneath your call to actions to show that kind of trust proof as well. So you're still piquing my interest, which is great. Now you're telling me kind of like the features of the product, what's in it. Recommended products. So, okay, guys, we absolutely hate this. This is obviously a product in your store. So I understand product pages are different from direct response sales pages, but that's where a direct page will win every time, because there are zero distractions. There's nothing to kind of take me away into the rest of your store. But giving people options regardless is always going to sort of impact your conversion rate. So if possible, avoid. And yeah, that's it really. Then we go down. You should be okay. So guys, you've got no social proof on this page at all. So make sure you get a desire section in here. This product has hundreds of reviews. Get those on here and get the images of the cats playing with them, the genuine images, because I know they're out there. That will definitely help your conversion rate. And again, once you've got that in there, personally, I would put another call to action underneath your desire section. And then brilliant, you go down to FAQs, which is so nice to see. Then we go down, obviously you've got some nice imagery here, which is lovely. And look how these icons and text, just look at the balance between the three. And you'll see this is so much user-friendly to read. So just use this kind of thing throughout your pages you go through as well, and that will definitely have an impact. Typically, what we would want to see at the bottom is not a massive footer. We would want to see a repeat call to action. So again, with the nice imagery, again, with the benefit, the big call to action, social proof, and these trust seals. These seals need to be way more evident on your page. So yeah, make sure you're adding those as well. So it's really nice, lovely page. I know it does well. And I know you can push the needle quite significantly on here. Another thing to add with these guys, you know, you've got buy one, buy two, buy three. You could present that in a bundle on the page, which makes it that bit more attractive as well. So it's an ideal product for bundling. Now let's move on to the next one. Excuse me. And what do we have here? Nail your construction. Oh dear, my mouse is having a moment, so do apologize. So we had our speed. And what are we built with? Okay, HubSpot. Okay, so we have a WordPress. I love WordPress. Shopify is awesome as well. I just love WordPress because you've got quite a lot of control over all of the kind of design. Again, you've got 2 seconds, which is nice. You guys are nailing the speed so far, which is absolutely lovely to see. So onto the page itself. Let's have a look. Nail your construction time-lapse project. Photographers plan for success with our, what have we got? Okay, so we've got a nice little kind of like lead magnet here, which is absolutely awesome. I like your branding a lot. I like the sentinel, that kind of like, you know, all-seeing kind of eye going on, quite futuristic. So this is really nice. You know, your color palette is lovely. I mean, I'm going to be a fan because LPG blue is very, very similar, but really nice. What I would say instantly, guys, is to change your call to action color. So your color palette is clearly the different shades of blue, in which case we want this to stand out from the crowd even more. Even though it's on a white background, let's make it stand out. So sort of Amazon golds or the greens work very, very well. Also, guys, you've got no social proof again on this page. So let's get some stars. However many people have kind of, you know, downloaded this and found it helpful. So let's get the stars out of however many, you know, happy photographers, and get yourself a testimonial above the fold as well, guys. So social proof is key to conversion. So let's make sure that is nice and proud. Now, I'm looking on a very large screen, guys. So typically it would be cut off around about underneath your third bullet point. Now, you could easily bring this up. So first of all, bring your image up so that it's fitting on the page properly. And I feel like your headline is too long. It's taken up way too much space. You could potentially do nail construction time-lapse projects, as in plural, and that would get rid of your need for the word your and get this onto 2 lines, freeing up a whole line of space. Again, you've got some bullets here, which is so nice to see you doing. I would try again and pull out on the benefits. So you're telling me most common first-time mistakes I need to avoid. What's the benefit of that? You know, I'm going to save time by not making mistakes. Expert camera settings, so I'm going to seem professional by giving consistent results. Little no pricing structure. So, and I'm going to make money. So, you know, if you can pull on the benefits more rather than send the feature, that would be absolutely awesome. I'm not a fan of this dot here. I know that seems really picky, But because of the way the bullet points are, I can see that you've got it over this side as well, and it's part of your design. It just looks like one of the bullet points has gone awry. So personally, I would try and get rid of that little bullet point there. Sorry, hyper picky. So yeah, that's basically it. We need to do some social proof. Your call to action is fine. It's quite long. I'd probably bold it, and definitely get yourself an emoji on there as well. As we go down, excuse me, the same principle applies. So I'm probably going to be saying this over and over again, guys, and I do apologize. Give us a 1, 2, 3. Pique my interest with how easy it's going to be for me to engage with your product, with your service, with whatever it is you're trying to sell me. So, you know, one, it's going to be, you know, download or get. Is this a download or is this actually a book? So yeah, make that very clear. So, you know, get your free project planner. We're going to get it to you in such a time, or you're going to get instant access. And then 3, you're going to benefit from from making money, not making mistakes, and whichever benefit you'd like to pull out on first the most. This is nice. You know, then this section, absolutely fine. You know, I like your, the way you've structured your imagery here. I think it looks very nice. You're piquing my interest with what's in there. 18 detailed worksheets. Okay. This call to action is no good at all. You need to keep your call to actions exactly the same. So don't give people a conflicting message, and B, because it's, you know, it's the white on the blue background, it's just getting a little bit lost. You could easily skip past that without seeing it. So I would change your call to action color and get yourself some stars on there as well. And guys, trust is super key. And on lead gen, there's so many ways of doing trust. So it can be things like featured in, or accredited by, or companies you've worked with, or it can be something as simple as making sure there's a data encryption secured seal on your page, so people know when they give you your details, you're not going to spam them. So once we've done the interest, we should be going into the desire, and you guys haven't got that on your page. So you need to pop in a section here, which has got desire. We need to see at least 3 testimonials, guys. So 3 forms of social proof from people that have used or got this book from you and have benefited from it. So the last thing you want them to do is go away, Google Photo Sentinel reviews, because you've just wasted that click. So get those on the page itself, repeat your call to action. We also then need to see another section on here, guys. You need to have a frequently asked questions section. You have it down in your footer. This is no good. Get it on your page. What are the most frequently asked questions, the sort of top 3, top 5, and get those on there as well. Then we go into this nice big repeat call to action. So very nice and clear here. Your form fill, you're not asking too much of people. So, you know, I can't see that necessarily being an issue. Again, change up your call to action. Definitely get an emoji on there. You can have the pointer finger up at this point. And make sure you get some stars on here to give some social proof and those trust proof points as well. So overall, there's a few sections you guys need to add in, and it would be great to hear how you actually get on there. And let's move on to number 3. Oh, that looks nice. Roast Kings. Okay. So I can't believe we're on number 3 already, guys. So if you're watching this on YouTube, guys, I know it sounds like a broken record, but if you're in YouTube and you haven't been over to the lab, then head on over to Landing Page Lab and ask to join. It's totally free. And of course, that's where you'll need to go if you want to see one of your pages in one of these videos. So that's where we will drop these free audit opportunities if you want to do that. And of course, guys, if you are in the lab and you haven't been to YouTube, then please head on over. There's so much valuable content in there. It's just really, really great. And guys, also one other thing, the only thing that we ever kind of ask of you guys, we're always trying to add value, is that maybe you give us some feedback. So that really prompts us to continue creating this stuff. And, you know, we do see some great results. So let us know what you think. So a super good load speed time, which is absolutely brilliant. And this is a WordPress page. And let's go into the page itself. So Roast Kings. Oh, okay. Lots of info. Right, so the first thing is you're branding the black and gold, very slick, very clean. So that's really nice to see what you're going for, kind of professional look here. And I'm guessing this kind of like gourmet look from the imagery as well. So that works, which is good to see. Restaurant quality roast delivered to your door nationwide, cooked version. Okay, great. So you're keeping it nice and simple up here, which is really good. You have some social proof here, which is brilliant. What I would say again, guys, think about your positioning. You could easily pull this up and get those key testimonials you've got down there above the fold where they're going to have the most impact. Also, guys, get your stars in here and any kind of payment seals as well, just to show that you have that going on. And trust icons. So we're talking about Norton, about McAfee, whatever it might be. Get those on your page nice and evident from the get-go. It makes a huge impact. So your bullet points themselves, you have 4. So guys, you need to either pull out another one or get rid of one. So the choice is yours, but we always recommend going with odd numbers because we have data that shows us that odd numbers convert better than even. So also, again, same thing, you know, you're telling me exactly what this is, which is brilliant. Something that's worth testing is switching this up. So cooked by professionals, which means that, you know, what's the benefit of that? Well, you know, I'm going to be able to have a great meal and claim that I've just cooked something amazing, perhaps. Vegetarian and gluten-free options. What's the benefit? No searching around for ingredients, no worry. I have a dairy allergy. It's a nightmare. So it'd be nice to kind of see the benefit of that. Oven ready in 35 minutes, saving time. No cooking, saving time. So try and pull on the benefits as well as this. So that's really cool, though. I love that you've got a play video here. I think it's brilliant. You know, videos are very, very impactful. And your call to action. So it is the same color as your color palette, guys. I know you're going for quite a branded look here. I would still recommend changing this. In your case, you know, the Amazon Gold would work very well. And while standing out, it would still be in line with your kind of branding as well. Definitely getting an emoji on here as well, guys. As we go down, you should be piquing my interest. You are. So how does it work? Everything is taken care of for you. All you need to do is lay the table, pour the wine, and it's 35 minutes. That's really cool. That is really cool. Okay, so with this section here, again, I'm going to say again, let's break this down into a 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be 1, order your food, at which case you lay the table. 2, we're going to deliver it, at which point you're pouring the wine. 3, you're going to benefit from, you know, taking the credit for this meal. So let's break that down into a 1, 2, 3. And I think you'll find that even more engaging because your terminology is fab. Let's just make it even easier. The one thing to say on this section, I think it's really nice. The image is fantastic. The quality is very good. With the way the section is laid out, personally, I would centralize this text within this side of the page break so that it just looks a bit more kind of rounded to the eye. This is lovely. Your use of icons, the amount of text is absolutely perfect. So really, really nice. Again, call to action, make sure we're getting an emoji and some social proof and potentially the trust proof icons as well here. As we go down, you're definitely piquing my interest. You know, you're sending me and showing me the kind of different options, which is amazing. Your imagery is absolutely stunning. We then go down into desire. Brilliant. Absolutely hitting it here. So this is fantastic. What I would say, if you can get any pictures of these guys that have given these reviews, get those on there as well. It just helps push the needle even further. And the more genuine guys, the better. Okay, so that's the end of the page. Sorry. What we need, guys, on here is a frequently asked questions section. So after your desire, let's have another call to action. Then get your frequently asked questions section in here. It's bound to be questions. And then add another section which gives you that repeat call to action. So you can go in with the different food imagery, again with the benefits, the social proof and the trust proof. So really, really nice. And I'd like to see that one tweaked. And I'd love to know how you guys get on as well. So moving on to number 4. Okay, so again, it looks like we have another lead gen page, and this is obviously Do For Self Business Directory. Cute branding. I like the little bee there. That's really nice. What I would say instantly is it's a very clean image. It's lovely. But this call to action here is absolutely almost invisible. So make sure you're getting your call to action in a nice, strong button. Let me just look down slightly. Okay, so you've got your call to action here. But as you can see, it's not fitting onto the page itself. Now, guys, you've got loads of room here. So all you need to be is bring this stop struggling to reach your customers up. And you'll easily fit that nice, strong call to action you've got going on here. I feel like that green could be a little bit more vibrant, believe it or not. But yeah, great little call to action. Loving the emoji on here. That's great. Let's get some social proof. So make sure you've got some stars under here as well, and also get some trust on here. So whether that's as simple as your data encryption or whatever that might be, featured in or accredited, as we were saying before, let's make sure that's on the page itself. So you're telling me that I'm going to increase digital marketing reach, connect with prospective potential customers. So you're telling me what's going on, which is great. I like the 3 bullet points. I'm not sure I like it in that box. I feel like maybe the box isn't necessary. Maybe just some bolder text and that would show up fine on the page itself. Then as we go down, okay, so this is actually a sales page. Apologies, guys. So this is like a combination of a lead and a sales page. So yeah, all the same principles apply, except I would say make sure that you get some trust icons in the form of payment seals as well, and the kind of Norton and McAfee stuff going on. Also, make sure you get yourself a testimonial above the fold as well, because as it stands, you've got all of this stuff and just no social proof and no trust proof here. And that's absolutely key, especially on a hero section. As we go down, typically we would be apologies, this is literally the end of the page. So you need to add in some sections to this page, because as it stands, I've got 3 bullet points, and then you're trying to sell me on a plan for a year, or pay monthly. Granted, it might not be expensive, but what am I paying $22.50 for? I need some engaging content here, some interest to tell me why I'm going to do this. So again, adding some sections to this page. So first of all, do a 1, 2, 3, tell me exactly what I'm going to do. So it's going to be, get my free listing, choose my plan, and I'm going to benefit from what? So I'm going to benefit from increasing my business, just increasing my business potential. So make sure you break it down into 3 nice steps for people. I would then get some form of content in here. So give us some imagery, give us some kind of text points saying what it is about this plan that makes it so good and makes me, want to pay for a yearly subscription. So we need some content here, basically. Then we would go into a desire section. There's no social proof on this page whatsoever. At the very least, guys, we need to have 3 testimonials on a page. I'm sorry, there's not a lot for me to audit because there's just not much to this page. You just need to really think about adding in some sections. So we need interest, we need desire. We also need a frequently asked questions section on this page. We need some form of trust. You're asking me to pay. There's no payment icons. There's no, stars here. So make sure you're incorporating all this stuff onto your page, guys. So I wish I could go into that more, but there's just not as much. So just to summarize, you need to get your social proof above the fold, get some trust on here, make your call to action stand out that little bit more. You then need to add in interest in the form of a 1, 2, 3 and some content. So some written words and some imagery as well. We then need to see a desire section, which is your testimonials. We then need a frequently asked questions section, and then we hit them with the different kind of payment options. I know you're doing something free. You're trying to make this most attractive. So ideally what you want to do is have a banner across here as well, or something that shows that this is the best value or the most popular, and then the other one is the kind of best value. And you definitely need to get some payment seals and that on here as well. So a few things you can do, guys, and do let me know if you have any questions on that one. So sorry, that was quick. Now, moving on to the 5th of the day copy, and we have, I was just looking at that one. Okay, so that's a pet paw trimmer. Funnily enough, I'm looking for one of these. I have a tortoise, and I don't have a dog, I have a tortoise, but honestly, they need their nails clipping and it is a nightmare. So I'm thinking of trying some of these dog ones and see if that will work. So, okay, we've got a page, a Gem Pages Shopify. We haven't had Shopify since the beginning, and I'm just going to let the speed run. Actually, it's loading while we're here, so let's just hold on a moment. Okay, so this is quite a heavy load speed. I know it's Gem Pages, and no disrespect, but Gem Pages is quite well known for speed issues. So, we do really need to be getting this time down. Again, I would say compress your images. I would definitely talk to anyone in sort of dev and see what we can do about bringing down your page speed, because this is going to be harming your conversion rate on its own. But let's look at the page itself. So first of all, I know I've seen an earlier version of this, I'm sure, and it didn't have as much going on up here. So I feel like, if I remember rightly, this is looking better. I love the imagery. You're great to see you've got a seal here. Now, this is a home page. So guys, the purpose of a home page is obviously very different from a product page. It's very different from a sales page. Generally speaking, the purpose is to engage them, give them a bit about yourselves, and of course, get them into the store itself. When it's a one product store, it's this sort of hybrid between that balance and selling the product itself. However, the point I'm trying to make is that home pages, on this point, it's your most valuable real estate. And people always say to us, how can you get all this stuff on the homepage? Like, does it have to be there? And the answer to that is it's a balance. It's a balancing act. So basically, guys, you can have this section as nice and dynamic so that you're reacting to things that are going on in the world, in the media, and all the rest of it. You're bringing in a sale all of a sudden. So I'm imagining this part is quite dynamic. But as long as you get some of these key elements, which you are nailing here, incidentally, so you've got some trust, you've got social proof. What you haven't got here, and you absolutely still need on your hero section, is a call to action. So make sure we've got a call to action up here, no matter what. So otherwise, I absolutely love your imagery. It's brilliant. And like I said, nice, clear image. We then go down, you go into desire section. So great to see you've got desire. I think we're going to have to reorder this, if I'm perfectly honest with you at this point. This picture is particularly good because it shows the clause before and after. So absolutely awesome. Loving that. Again, you are showing that all bundles are 50% off. We don't really know what the pricing is at this point, so it's a little bit confusing in the ordering at this point. So again, here's your bundles. Yeah, so I think you need to rework your ordering, definitely. First, have your hero, then give us, some interest, give us some engaging content, which I'm pretty certain you're going to have lots of, and then we'll go down into the desire and the bundling. So this is great. You're showing me the bundle options, which is brilliant. I'm going to go through the order once I've actually seen what the order is. What I would say with bundles is don't just present them like it's 3 products on a product page. I would present these as, boxed things that, this is your best value. This is the most popular. This is like, your basic. So make these more attractive by presenting them as bundles rather than just different pages within your store. Also, you've got the price here, and you've got the sale price, and I know you react to a sale, but give the monetary value. So give me how much we're actually saving here, because we're saving a lot of money here. Make sure you're making that instantly evident to everyone that lands here. It's fab to see you've got the stars. I would just elongate and make sure you're putting that it's out of happy dog owners and de-stressed owners, I should imagine, with this product. Your call to action is way too far down. And yes, it absolutely stands out from the crowd, but it's too small. It's a bit boring. I do apologize if this seems harsh. So, even shop now is nicer than view all, or shop my trimmer now, just something more emotive than this, and make this bigger. You can always get an emoji on here as well. And of course, you've got loads of stars either side of this, but typically we would see the stars, and we would certainly see some payment icons as well. Again, you go down into more desire. This product's obviously got loads of awesome reviews, which is really, really cool. Now we're getting down into the interest. Okay, so this is nice. Really nice. And you've got some nice repeated call to actions as well, which is great to see. Again, make sure that you keep them absolutely consistent, which you're doing down here. Get an emoji on there and get the stars and stars or the payment icons. Now, it's up to you guys. So you don't have to do both all the time, but one or the other is necessary just to help keep instilling that trust as we go through the page itself. So really, really nice. You're making it safe and enjoyable, getting rid of clipper anxiety. So now we're starting to find about the benefits of this awesome little product. This needs to be way higher on your page. Again, nice imagery. You're giving me more of the details. Then we go into so now we go into like a hero section, or what we would classically describe as a hero section. So here is where you're actually selling me the product. You're giving me the images, which is all the images we've seen before, which is great. Again, let's change this slightly. I think the video is very good, but this is just all looking a little bit strange the way this is down one side. It suddenly goes into a product page format. If you're going to do this section, which I think you absolutely should, I would probably move the video. And on here, let's get some bullet points of the benefits. So take this into a more classical sales hero image section. So you've got the bare bones of it here. You've got the great seals, the imagery, you've got what it is, you've got the social proof. Let's get the payment icons underneath your call to action. Okay, keep your quantity selector. Let's get pull this down and get 3 nice benefits on there. So no more anxiety, no more vets bills, there's so many benefits to this. And then leave that as a nice crisp section on its own. Then go into your video. This is very typical of a product page. We very often see this. So just watch your padding. If you're restricted, it's difficult, but you seem to use all your space here. So I don't see why you're not using that space here as well. Great. You've got awesome content. There's absolutely nothing wrong with your content. This is great. These ticks with the bullet points, these are really key selling points for this product. I would have this way higher on your page. Guarantees, again, is it necessary? Isn't it necessary on the page? There's a big argument for that if you've got the seals at the moment, but that's kind of up to you guys. Got all your shipping and handling, which is fine. What's this? Okay, so this is related products. It's a product page. Right. So you have all of the right content here. And I actually love your page. I'm a particular fan of the way you kind of present your hero. I think it's lovely. I think you've got a nice balance between the principles and the things, but you absolutely need a call to action up here. This is awesome. 4,000 plus dogs and their happy owners love it. So call to action, nice strong emoji up here. Let's do the 1, 2, 3. Let's show people how easy this is, even if you're breaking down the actual how to use the product itself. But I would go with the straight choose, get benefit. Then use all of your interests. So all of this content, bring that up underneath your hero. Then go into your desire. Then go into frequently asked questions. And of course you want to, go into your, oh God, I'm so sorry. There's so much here in the wrong way. I do apologize. Right. So we have gone from hero to 1, 2, 3 to all of that interest content that you have. Then the desire, and keep all of your desire together, guys. So you've got 2 sections of desire. So give us a nice big section of desire. You could put this on a carousel, which would be really nice. From desire, give us another nice big call to action. Then present your bundles as bundles. So, get them boxed, get the most popular, get the monetary saving on here as well. Then give us a frequently asked questions section. Then we go back down into, the bottom, your footer of your page. So apologies for the little mix up there, but all the right content just laid out in a bit of a confusing way for the consumer. So I'd like to see that one, and I can't wait to hear your feedback on that. So good luck with that one, guys. And let's move on to number 5. What's this? Be productive. Seen loads of people using the buzzword bees lately. So also there's been some bee bombs and all sorts. It's very, very popular terminology. And let me just pop this one in here and see what's what. So guys, built with, absolutely awesome. I probably said it before, but if you see something out there, you see a competitor's page and think, oh my God, how did they do that? Go to built with, drop it in. It's going to show you what they're using. So example, we've got some WordPress going on here, but it's also going to show you things like, what kind of apps are being used, exactly how it's working. So, it's a really good tool to kind of learn your craft and find out what others are doing to make your pages awesome. Load speed, 2.51, again, not bad. Let's try and get that down to a sub 3. Your performance grade is awesome. So that's really, really good. Now let's look at the page itself, which has gone where? There it is. Okay, so Be Productive, free download from Be Productive. What if you could film one video? So SOPs, quickly, easy. Okay, cool. So again, we've got another lead magnet. You're downloading these SOPs, which is great. The first thing I'm going to say is it's the same thing, guys. The same thing as I've kind of been saying all day, and that's going to be that you need to get some social proof above the fold. You need to get some trust proof on here as well. So again, like I said, trust proof is going to be things like accredited with, featured in, or companies that you've managed to help, or again, something as straightforward as SSL secure encryption and making sure you've got some trust, like Norton, McAfee, any of those kind of trust seals. Get yourself some stars up here. So, however many stars out of however many happy, clients. And again, let's get a testimonial above the fold. The white text is okay at this point. So what if you could, and it's okay here, but with this smaller font, it's getting very difficult to read. So maybe think about either doing this in black or just, keeping the size the same, because this is just, it's getting very, very difficult to read. And, these 2 points here look a little bit lost. So bullet point them into 3 points as opposed to sort of one here and one here. But I like your style, the use of image is nice. This looks a bit blurry. I don't know if that's intentional because you don't want people to see what's written on here. If it's not, sharpen it up. If it is, then maybe use like a lorem ipsum, and then that way you can have a nice crisp image there. Your form fill is fine. Your call to action, I can see you're going for like a very calm sort of neutral palette, sort of pastel palette, which is not a problem at all. It does stand out. And yeah, it's fine. So download my SOPs now. So basically it's social proof, trust proof, and just watching your font on the hero section. Then we go down into the interest. This is nice, a really nice clean section actually. So it's struggling to meet your own deadlines, posting stuff. Yeah, so that's a very nice, very engaging section. You've got the balance absolutely right in terms of text, in terms of icons. Really, really nice clean section. Well done you. So that's good. And definitely get those stars underneath there because it just instills that trust so much more. So really nice section, engaging my interest there. Again, more, is this yourself? Are you the person that I'm kind of addressing at the moment? If I am, nice to meet you. Let us know. But this is cool. It's nice. Telling me kind of what's in there step by step, easy. That's fine. You're repeating your call to action, which is great. And then we go down into includes. Okay. Yeah, I mean, actually, I like the way you've laid this out. It is really nice. It's very easy to do. Like I said, just watch the quality of this. If you don't want to read it, use lorem ipsum. People know that we use dummy text for these things. So just make sure it's nice and crisp, but it's very, very nicely presented. Okay, now we've come to the end of the page again. So again, guys, apologies if I sound like a broken record, but there is zero social proof on this page. Social proof is one of the most key conversion components that we have on these pages when we arrive. So make sure you are getting social proof on your pages. Now, if you haven't got any, there's no excuses. You can go to your friends, you can go to your family, you can, give away a free service. You can do so many things to get reviews. Make sure you're getting them and getting them on your pages, guys. So this page also needs a review section. This page also needs a frequently asked questions section. And definitely we need to see some trust as well. But really nice content, really engaging. We just need to make sure we're hitting those principles. So guys, we are finally on to the final page, and we have a product. So let's just drop this in. Guys, if you've been enjoying this content, or you want to get your page done, like the only thing we're looking to do here is basically give value. We're not here to sell or anything like that. This is all about kind of just helping you guys out. If you do need our help for anything, of course, please just feel free to hit us up. It's landingpageguys.com, or you can hit me on Messenger and I will, of course, come back to you. But keep letting us know how we're doing and if you're enjoying it, and always come to us if you've got any questions. So we have 2.59, pretty typical around the Shopify mark. Again, there's definitely stuff we can be doing here to increase the speed on this page, but not horrendous, to be honest, for what we see. But again, let's try and get to sub 2 seconds. So first of all, what have we got? Obviously, we've got a watch strap. The imagery is lovely and crisp on here. Super clean images. Quality of photo and images is so key, guys. So really nice imagery that you're using there. It looks a little bit busy. Obviously, you've gone with a very black and white theme, which is nothing wrong with that at all. But all of this here, the way that we're kind of butted up against the banner is just making it look a little bit busy over this side. So I think there's a couple of things we could potentially do here. It is possible to decrease the size of this banner. for sure. You could definitely bring this up. You can just decrease the size of your logo slightly, and that will give you a little bit more room. The other thing to do is, guys, make this stand out way more. So, you know, you actually want to have this in a color on your page. And again, switch this out to "you've qualified for free shipping on orders placed today." So the more emotive it is, the kind of more reaction you get from people, which is really, really cool. Going into itself, so we got Westminster Elite Brown Genuine Leather Apple Watch Band. Apple Watches is just awesome. So you are describing the product itself, which is great. But what I would say again, which I've been saying all the way through, is what's the benefit of me purchasing your strap over anyone else's strap? Look at it that way if you can't think of a benefit literally of itself. So why should we get this here today? Well, because, you know, it's going to be the most stylish one you're going to come across. You know, it's not going to break, you know, so there's benefits here. So make sure that you are pulling out on the benefits and get those in the form of bullet points, guys. So that would be really, really cool. I like your striking out of the price. I think that's great. And again, you know, you're taking up quite a lot of space here. So I think personally what I would do is bring down your great trust seals and bring those to underneath your call to actions. That's going to instantly free up this space here. And then you can bring this down to fit in those nice benefits that we're talking about. Again, guys, there is no social proof above the fold. So make sure you're getting in those stars, because undoubtedly you guys have got reviews for this. So get those evident on the page at every opportunity. Okay, then that's fine for that. So we just need to get some social proof and a testimonial up here as well. Your call to action is the same as your color palette, guys. So let's try and switch that up and getting a nice emoji on there. As we go down, okay, so I hate this. Personally, I absolutely hate this. So this is a product page, obviously, that's fine. Product pages do conform slightly different, but what's the point in having this all hidden? You know, ultimately, this is the content that's going to sell your product. So personally, it's better if you pull it out and we can actually try and utilize some of the space on the page and pull out on the bits which are the most important, you know, bold out those key selling points. So if I just shut these up, as we go down, you would have been piquing my interest with all of this content. I would 100% add in your 1, 2, 3 on this page. So 1, order your strap. 2, we're going to deliver it. 3, you're going to feel stylish and comfortable with your Apple Watch. So break down the process here, guys. I think that would be really good. You're then, you know, piquing my interest. You're engaging me with other kind of stuff. You know, you are at this point now leading me away. So just think about the purpose of your page. Is this just all about selling this one product, or is this a homepage? Because it starts to get a bit confusing. You know, your imagery is lovely. Again, you know, you are literally taking me all over your store. If that's the goal, by all means, but it is going to be harming your conversion rate. So try and keep it consistent. If you're selling a product, sell your product. Don't use, you know, 2/3 of your page to promote the rest of your store. Again, you know, same thing applies, guys. Apologies. Absolutely get yourself some form of desire on this page, because as it stands, there is no social proof at all. And I just know that if you get this on here, you guys will see an uplift in conversion. So it's just simple things that are going to make such a big difference. It's really exciting. Again, as we go down, you know, call to actions, you're taking me into the store, into the store, into the store. Is this the goal? In which case, okay, but, you know, make sure you're using the stars for social proof. Make sure you're giving us the payment icons to show we can trust you as we continue to scroll. Make sure you get yourself a frequently asked questions section as well, because there isn't one of those on there. And yeah, then another repeat call to action. So just to summarize, because lots on this page, what we need is we need some bullet points here just to tell us why this strap is so awesome. We need to get some stars and some form of testimonial above the fold. Pull out some of this engaging content and give us a 1, 2, 3 on how easy and lovely it's going to be. Then obviously you're trying to lead us around your store. Okay, if that's what you want to do, but make sure that you're popping the stars there to keep instilling the trust. And your call to action is entirely lost because of the color you're using, guys. So give us a nice brighter call to action with an emoji on them. Then as we go down and you finish kind of creating all of your interest, I wouldn't lead with this. I would go into your reviews. Now, clearly you've be the first to review us on Trustpilot. Guys, regardless of, like I just said before, if you haven't got reviews, get yourself some. There's no excuse to not have any on your page at first, and it will be harming your conversion rate. So get something on the page. Once you've done your desire, make sure there's a nice big repeat call to action. Obviously, you're trying to show me other products. As you know, don't advocate it, but I get it in a product page. So that's fine. And then let's get a frequently asked questions section on the actual page itself. So it's going to be things like, how quick am I going to get it? Is it easy to attach to my Apple Watch? Make sure you're answering the questions on the page and then give them a nice big strong repeat call to action. So apologies if I seem harsh, guys, but the thing is, all of these little points that we bring up in these sessions are going to have nothing but a positive impact on your conversion rate. So it is super, super cool to see the results of these sessions. If you guys have any questions, like I said, hit us up at landingpageguys.com, or you can hit me up on Messenger. It's Liza Hudson, and I will speak with you and get you in touch with the team. So guys, I've loved going through your pages. I hope you found some valuable content in there. The only thing that I ask is give us some feedback. Let us know how you get on. Make sure you head on over to the lab and join and check out our YouTube channel. And guys, I really look forward to the next session. Thanks.